Hey guys, I'm Nick and welcome back to the channel. Well, today we have some news about Star Trek Strange New Worlds in terms of casting. Obviously, season 1 has wrapped. We haven't seen any episodes yet, but we know that that is the case, and that they're currently shooting season 2 of the show in Toronto. Now, we've got a release from Paramount and CBS that we have some casting information about who is playing James T. Kirk in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It has come out that actor Paul Wesley, who's probably best known for The Vampire Diaries, is playing the role of Kirk. He's been photographed in Toronto. There's been a couple of scenes there with him shooting. We've got a promotional shot with him in the role. We seem to be getting a lot more news coming out now from Strange New Worlds with only a couple of months to go before we get the show hitting our TV screens for the first time. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Sci-Finatics yet, please do so. Click on that big red button to stay up to date with all the latest Star Trek news on YouTube. Let's get into this news about James T. Kirk in Strange New Worlds. So for starters, here is our promotional shot from Paramount Plus to promote the actor Paul Wesley, who is playing the role of James Kirk in season 2 of Strange New Worlds. Now, the thing I find most interesting about this photo is that he is wearing captain's rank on his sleeves of his uniform. Now, this kind of seems a little bit off to me because what's been established in canon previously is that while Pike was in command of the Enterprise and Spock was serving as the science officer and lieutenant on board the Enterprise, Kirk was off on the Farragut in the rank of lieutenant as the tactical officer. I would have thought if we're going to get Kirk in season 2 of Strange New Worlds, then shouldn't he be a lieutenant and shouldn't he be on the Farragut? It seems way too soon in the timeline for him to be captaining a starship because, as far as I was aware, the Enterprise was Kirk's first command. He went straight from his role as a tactical officer on the Farragut to captaining the Enterprise after, Pike got promoted to fleet captain. So this kind of seems a little bit weird, unless there's an episode here where we're, doing some sort of time jump into the future, where we're jumping forward a few years. This sort of seems like it's a little bit mismatching in terms of where it should be in our continuity of original series. Now, we know that Strange New Worlds Season 1 takes place in the year 2259, so assuming that Season 2 is in 2260, Kirk doesn't assume command of the Enterprise until the age of 32 in like 2265. So, based on what's been previously established in canon, this seems way too soon for Kirk to be sitting in the command chair. So maybe there's an episode where we've got a bit of a time jump, or maybe there's an episode involving time travel. There's a few images came out on location. A TikToker or whatever filmed some stuff with them shooting in Toronto, out on the streets there with Christina Chong, who plays Lan Noonien Singh, and got a few quick moments with Paul Wesley in costume as Kirk. And going by Lan Noonien Singh's appearance in these scenes, it doesn't appear like we've jumped 5 years into the future or whatever, because obviously Kirk is wearing the same uniform that we know our other cast members are wearing in Strange New Worlds. So I thought if this was a time travel episode and they had jumped forward into, 5 years into the future or something where we do see Kirk in command, then surely the uniforms would have changed a little bit to more accurately reflect our original series uniforms with the black collar, but they are the same as what we know our characters are wearing in Strange New Worlds. So for that reason, I think it's probably not time travel. It seems a little bit out of kilter to me in terms of where these characters should be. The other thing I'd say, just looking at this photo of Paul Wesley, but there was a rumor that came out, I think it was last year, where the actor, I think it was Jake Carnevale, who was in The Mandalorian, played a young and up-and-coming bounty hunter in The Mandalorian last season, was rumoured to possibly be playing Kirk in Strange New World. This sort of seemed like it was a bit more of a logical fit in terms of casting. The thing about Paul Wesley here in this promotional shot, he looks very, very serious, very brooding, very serious, and I guess that sort of brooding kind of pretty boy sort of serious kind of character is kind of akin to maybe the role he played in Vampire Diaries. But to me, Kirk was a little bit more twinkle in the eye, have a bit of a laugh from time to time, a bit of a sparkle, a bit of wit, a bit of charisma and personality. I mean, I'm obviously going just by the promo photo here, but it doesn't immediately kind of reek vibes of Kirk to me. He seems way too kind of, you know, serious and stoic or something. To be Kirk. I think Kirk needs to be a little bit more playful and a little bit more charismatic and, you know, that personality and sense of humour as well with the character. And it doesn't seem like, based on this actor's kind of previous work and these promotional photos, that this actor really exudes, from what I can see, embodiment of Kirk. But, you know, I'm not having got a lot to go on at this point. I'm just obviously making wild speculation. It's just the vibe that I get. I think if we were going to see Kirk for the first time, I would have thought it would have been under the circumstances of the Enterprise rendezvousing with the USS Farragut, there being a little bit of a Starfleet officer exchange going on in the context of an away mission, like a joint mission going on, where we get Spock as a lieutenant, meeting, you know, Kirk as a lieutenant on the Farragut for the first time. Having Kirk wearing captain stripes and in command of a starship doesn't, to me, seem like the most logical first appearance of this character in Strange New Worlds. It seems way too soon for this to happen. But that's just me. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section. Leave a super thanks if you're able to. It really helps the channel out. Much appreciated. And yeah, let me know what you think about this casting choice for Kirk and whether you think he should be captaining a starship at this particular point in time. Guys, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Check out my merch in the merch store. You can pick up some really cool Star Trek flavoured t-shirts and everything. And I'll see you guys very soon for my next video. I'll catch you soon.